Okay, on everybody's left, senior wide receiver Brad Stewart. On everybody's right, senior linebacker Jalen Johnson. We'll open right for questions for Brad and Jalen.
Questions for you, Brad. When you saw that ball coming up, did it feel like an eternity, or?
Yeah, I just know that, in the first half he made a good play on a ball thrown to me, and I was upset about it, and I wanted my other chance, and I feel like I gave him a good move, and I made him commit, and I just knew that I just started sprinting. I just was running my tail off, and Taquan put it up for me, and I just I've had so many balls in my career where I've been missing it by fingertips, and that's the one that I actually caught, and it was big time, so I was just happy for it.
Jalen, big time sack. Okay, had a great time in the game. Tell me what you saw and how did that play out, please?
Just the tackle, he fanned out real hard, so I just gave him an inside move, and Dez did a good job containing, so it just opened wide up and just made it. It was awesome. I think it's my first one ever.
Yeah.
Brad, between the two catches, the one tonight and then the touchdown catch last week, which kind of sticks out in your head, the one that you're going to remember the most?
Wow. I'd definitely say the last one at Bobby Dodd. I mean, that was literally, it's crazy. That's my last catch ever here. I mean, how crazy is that? It's just, it was special how it turned out to be. I mean, it was pretty cool the way it was, but just having that one last catch at Bobby Dodd to really remember forever, and going overtime at Bobby Dodd, and have a freshman kicker coming in clutch, and I love Wesley, and he works so hard and he's so humble, and just what a way to go out. That's all I gotta say.
How were the emotions tonight for you guys with the senior stuff at the beginning, and obviously the gravity of it being the last game, and then you go into overtime? I imagine it was quite a roller coaster emotionally for you throughout the game for both of you.
Yeah, I'll go first. Yeah, talk about roller coaster. I mean, it was just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I mean, we had the field goal first, and then we had that safety, right? And then we started going for two. I mean, look at it now. Those 2-point conversions were huge. And we already know the field goals are huge, but those 2-point conversions were huge, and it's just you never know at that point of the game, when something's going to be that important. And it turned out 27-27 going into overtime, and our defense did a heck of a job stopping them for a field goal before into regulation, and we got the field goal in OT, and they did their thing and stopped them, and they were due for a missed field goal, so and he can elaborate on it. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was definitely a roller coaster. We have a senior group message, and we were just talking on the bus right here. We were just like, man, it's crazy how time flies. And just like walking down the alley, I kind of got teared up because that's the last time ever. And then just after the ceremony, just focusing on the game like every other game, and it's just amazing. Going into overtime, getting a big win for us. It's just awesome. It's special. Something I'll remember for the rest of my life for sure.
Following that up, you guys are pretty much left for dead after the 1-3 start this year. What does it feel like to get to this point, to achieve this, and also you haven't had a lot of time, but just your thoughts about going into next week with the Rider teams on?
I think that's a shout out to our senior leadership, because every single one of these seniors was a part of that 3-9 season our freshman year, and that just has left a bad taste in my mouth the past 4 years. And starting off the season 1-3, it was like deja vu. It wasn't exactly the same, but it was like, all right, this is where we make a decision. Are we gonna win those close games? Are we gonna get ahead and play as a team and execute? And like Coach Johnson harps on, we're killing ourselves in the beginning of the season with just mistakes that another team's not really forcing us to do. We're just doing them because we're being lazy and stuff. So I just think it's a real tribute to the senior class of not letting the season get away from us when people might have counted us off and just forgot about us. So
And kind of going on what I said last week, we're just stuck together. We didn't listen to what people were saying on the outside. Everybody left us for dead, really, and we just came together as a team. We knew we were capable. However you say it. And it's just an awesome feeling now that we battled back and we know that we stuck together the whole time.
Thoughts going into next week?
Georgia. I mean, I'm about to say, there's no talk about this game. I mean, you could have a 0-11 season going into that game. I mean, this is going. All I'm saying. I mean, I've played there one time, 1-0, and it was a good feeling tearing those hedges at the end. So I want to do that again.
I'm actually 2-0. So
yeah,
trying to stay undefeated there.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it's a great place to play at, and we're excited for that opportunity.
Jalen, at this time of the season, almost big plays and big moments are going to be part of the normal routine. And that overtime, seeing that, we weren't able to score, you only have to defend a 3-point lead. What was the mindset of the defense at the time?
Just staying focused, just making sure we did our assignment, and just we knew they were going to try to score for sure, and we did a good job fitting, tackling, we just treated it like any other time, just trying to force them to a field goal. We knew we needed to do that, and luckily he missed it for sure.
Brad, I was curious to hear your insights into Wesley, obviously being his older tree, in a way different than most, and just the hold on the kick in the wrist looked a little high. Can you talk through that? And also, Jalen, I'm curious, the catch that Brad made, I'm curious kind of how you saw it and if you thought he was going to be able to get under or not.
You can go first.
Sure.
I knew Brad was going to catch it. I remember when he first came in, he had no gloves on coming in the summer. He was just killing people. I was like, man, he's going to be special. And he just did what Brad does. He makes big plays. I remember he made a big play against Florida State a couple of years ago. That's just what he does, and he works hard, and I knew I had faith in him for sure.
And then I guess the Wesley. I mean, he's just you gotta love having a freshman like that on your team. I mean, he is just I was asked this the other day, and he's just the most humble, the most respectable kid you could ever meet, and he just has that heart and compassion for the game, and he just knows he can get the job done, and that's what's special about him. I mean, he doesn't think too much; he just does what he has to do, and coming in clutch. I mean, was he 4 for 4 field goals? And, I mean, he doesn't think about it; he just goes out there and kicks it like it's any other day. So, I mean, I love him, and he's gonna have a good 4 years here.
Last one right here.
Jalen, how difficult was it for you guys to defend Perkins, and how does he compare with some of the other quarterbacks you face this season?
He's really good. He's really good with his feet. He's strong. He's probably the best quarterback, like dual threat wise, that we played all year. And he did a good job making plays. He was accurate. I mean, he did a really good job. He's a really good player. As you can see, he hurdled somebody. That's pretty cool, but that's crazy. But yeah, he's a good player. We just try to get pressure on him, try to force him inside at the end, just trying to make him not go out of bounds and run as much clock off as possible. But yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah, tribute to the defense, man. They did a great job. Great job.